Hey everyone, welcome to the Diabetes Management Group. My name is Patrick Liu. I'm a second year student physical therapist at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. And the reason why I created this platform is so that I can help people with diabetes find ways to manage their lifestyle habits so they're able to improve their health, reduce their risk of any adverse events like heart attack, kidney failure, amputations, and more, and reduce the costs associated with hospital visits by having more of a preventative strategy of being more in control of their health, as well as being able to return to the lifestyle that they want or at least make modifications so they can do an activity that they enjoy. So, for example, maybe you're someone who enjoys baking and cooking. Well, there are some resources that are out there, specifically with the American Diabetes Association, where they have recipes on there to help people with diabetes create food options that can cater to their lifestyle and not negatively impact them as much compared to doing the traditional methods. Or if you're somebody who is a young adult and wanting to play sports, but you're concerned about having some adverse events like a hypoglycemic episode, then finding ways to help manage your blood sugar levels so you're able to participate in your sport, or at least being more cognizant of it so you're able to participate in it and have fun with it, as well as knowing when to take a step back and let yourself recover from the fatigue that you feel. And the reason why I'm doing this is because my grandfather, he died from kidney failure because of his type 2 diabetes when I was a sophomore in high school. It was a traumatic event for me. I wasn't sure what diabetes was aside from, oh, they have they're not able to produce enough insulin, so their blood sugar is kind of out of whack, or maybe they're more insulin resistant, so that's also causing their blood sugar to be crazy and disruptive. I didn't quite know what the processes was for it, so I kind of mulled over that fact and was wanting to try and learn more about it by going into physical therapy to try and learn more preventative options. But it didn't really hit me until I got diagnosed with prediabetes 2 years ago. So back in 2021, where I learned my A1C levels were a lot higher than the normal values and in the prediabetes range. And for me, that was kind of concerning because then I got flashbacks of, oh, my grandfather passing away from his kidney failure from diabetes, and I didn't want that to happen to me, and I was really concerned by it. So when I asked my healthcare provider, hey, what changes should I make to my diet or my lifestyle to improve it? They just kind of gave me the generic advice of, oh, as long as you maintain doing your physical activity of working out 2 to 3 times a week, as well as changing up your diet, you should be fine. But it might be due to your genetics causing you to have a higher A1C values compared to other people. So it's not too much of a concern. Whereas for me, it's I'm experiencing symptoms of having the urge to go to the bathroom a lot, feeling like that I'm constantly thirsty, chronically tired. I kind of feel tired all the time, even getting the full 8 hours of sleep, just feeling groggy, as well as feeling hungry all the time. I had those hallmark symptoms, and for me, that was kind of offsetting and off-putting because I'm I don't really want to be put in I don't want to let these symptoms control my life or dictate what I want to do with it, especially considering that I want to get out there and treat patients as a physical therapist and live my day-to-day life, as well as playing sports, hanging out with my friends, and a variety more. So I took matters into my own hands. I looked at the textbooks that I've currently had in physical therapy school. I went out to look at different websites like the American Diabetes Association, International Diabetesfederation, and a few other sources out there that has recommendations on how someone who has prediabetes, type 1 or type 2, or other forms of diabetes manage their lifestyle habits. And for me, I just kind of compiled bits and pieces of everything into my own lifestyle so that I can incorporate more workouts that increased my heart rate, reaching it, having it reach to a certain goal, so that I am in a moderate intensity level, being able to swap out my regular wheat noodles into whole wheat noodles and challenging out like white bread to whole wheat bread, and making sure I get those complex carbs in, things that are high in fiber like beans, and essentially doing a better job of cutting away any excess foods, as well as talking with my cohort members who has read some of the research and literature behind our liver eating cycles and different habits with it. And by being able to manage all those different factors, I was able to reverse my pre-diabetes to normal levels last year, which I'm very thankful and fortunate about. And I want to be able to help others have that same experience of being able to have the make small changes to their lifestyle that'll help optimize your outcomes in reducing your risk of those adverse events happening, like kidney failure, amputations, stroke, and more. Reducing the cost of healthcare visits, because if you're more in control of your lifestyles and having those positive habits, then generally you won't need to have as many emergency hospital visits because of that, because now you're more on top of managing your diabetes, as well as being able to learn alternatives to what you can do to your current lifestyle to enjoy some of the things that you want to do or want to try and get back to doing. And for me, I was also told during my follow-up visit, when I learned that I was able to reverse my prediabetes, is that I'm still susceptible. In fact, I'm probably more susceptible still to having prediabetes again, and then it developing into diabetes type 2 and further on. So it's like, once you make those processes to kind of like reverse it, you're not completely immune to it, and you still have to stay vigilant and on top of it. However, with the habits that you've kind of built and the lifestyle changes that you've made, then it should be relatively easier to manage your health and being able to participate in the things that you want to do more freely, because now you're more in control of it instead of the diabetes being in control of you. So anyways, that's just a little bit about me and a little bit about the intro of the diabetes management group. If you like what you're hearing so far, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with your friends, family members, and everyone else that you think who could benefit from the diabetes management group. And anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you checking out this video, learning about my story and why I want to help other people who have diabetes, prediabetes, or anything in that spectrum, essentially take those lifestyle habits to prevent their diabetes from getting worse, and best case scenario, reverse their diabetes if they're able to. So thank you all so much for that, and I'll see you in the next video.